What is going on, everybody, man? King Recon here to talk about some Kingdom 600 chapters of Awesome Sauce, man. And it's quite amazing for me to say that, only because I spent so much of my journey, more than half, I'd probably say more than 25% of it here on YouTube. Well, actually, no, not 25%, I'd probably say 35% of the journey. Because I started a little bit from like 168 to 172, and then I came back for 212, and then I did it more consistently from then on. So it's been quite a large part of the journey has been here on YouTube. So the fact that I'm covering chapter 600 now on weekly, first of all, but here I think I started the journey back in like 2016, so 3 years later, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool, I'm not gonna lie, man. It's been a long time coming. Chapter 600, I'm so glad that Hara has been healthy enough in order to continue a consistent release schedule. So definitely 600 chapters of Awesome Sauce, and this arc that we're currently in has given us some of the most incredible character moments in the entire series. So before we get into chapter 600, which was absolutely insane, chapter 599 was absolutely insane because of the ending with Hoken, and Hoken showing up and whatnot, so I'm looking forward to seeing how that's going to go down here in chapter 600, which I expect to be insane. But before I get into chapter 600, I want to talk about the poll and the results for the poll that I did yesterday, or the day before, because yesterday I tried to, but I wasn't able to, and today I'm still not feeling very well, but I said, screw it, I gotta do it today, man. I got to dive into the Kingdom Awesome Sauce. But the day before, I did a poll asking you what your top 5 favorite Kingdom chapters are, and here I have the results, man. So, the voted top 5, from all of you, this is an excellent top 5. There's a lot of great chapters right here. There's a couple chapters that I definitely, of course, have in my personal top 5, which I'll get to one of these days, that are not here in this top 5, but these are definitely some great choices. Coming in number 5 is the only tie, and the only reason why I kept it that way is because they had the same amount of votes. They were like the only ones. I mean, later on there was a lot of them that had the same number, but these two right here in the top in the top 5 at least are the only two that were tied, and that is chapters 330 and 350. Both coming in tied number 5, 330 being Aesei's speech back in the Battle of Sai, and chapter 350 being whenever Shin battles Hoken. 330 was absolutely phenomenal, one of the best promos in the entire series, with my man Aesei going intellect swimwear, beautiful moment, truly a spectacular chapter. That's definitely probably my top 10 as well. And then 350, of course, is in mine too. Probably my most reread Kingdom chapter. I remember back whenever I was first getting into Kingdom, and I was not able to continue to read chapters back to back to back because I was doing reactions. And there was a point in time where, because of my work schedule, I was only able to read like 5 to 8 chapters every single week. There was like during like right after the Seikyo stuff, I slowed down a bit heading into the 400s, and during that point I was unable to do reactions non-stop. So because I was in such a Kingdom mood, I would have to go back and reread earlier chapters, and I spent a lot of time rereading the Battle of Sai. And sometimes whenever I didn't even reread the Battle of Sai, I would just go back and reread chapter 350, because I believe chapter 350 is one of the most choreographed chapters that I've ever read, from a panel-to-panel structure in terms of battle. It's such a cool chapter. You go back and you read it, and I feel like if I ever wanted to make a movie, I would go back to this chapter as sort of like a template of how I should storyboard a battle scene, because it is just so amazing how chapter 350 is. But anyways, that is your number 5. Number 4 is chapter 325, which is the death of Duke Hyo. Don't let your fire die out, Shin lad, man. I mean, beautiful stuff. Absolutely beautiful stuff, bro. My boy Duke Hyo, one of the realest that's ever been in the game. I teared up for that chapter. You all teared up for that chapter. One of the most beautiful chapters in the whole series. Chapter 325 in the Coalition arc. Speaking of the Coalition arc, number 3 is chapter 263. So this was, of course, the beginning of the Coalition arc, one of the biggest shocking plot twists in the entire series, probably the most shocking plot twist in the entire series, and one of the most shocking plot twists in the history of manga. I'll never forget when I first read this, because it was around 2 a.m. and it caused a 3-hour reading session that I continued to read until it was like 5 a.m. So I did not sleep last night, but who needs sleep whenever you read Kingdom, right? Who needs sleep? Coming in number 2, which I know for a fact is also either my number 2 or my number 1. I don't think it's my number 1 just because I think something else is my number 1 now. But it's definitely my number. It's in the top 2. It's for sure. I'd have to go back and really think about it. For a long time, it was my favorite, but after putting some real thought into it, I don't think it's my number 1 anymore. But I'll digress and continue to think about it. Number 2, voted by all of you, which actually is a pretty big gap from number 3 and number 2. It was let me see right here, 25 votes. So this one right here got 25, and then number 1 got 30. But coming in number 2 with 25 votes is chapter 499, which of course was whenever Shin first gets Oki's glaive. Beautiful chapter. It feels like the entire series was building up to that very moment, and the emotional value, the emotional impact of that chapter. One of my best friends in the community, Commodore Laz, started his YouTube channel because of how incredible this chapter was. And that's how you know a chapter has a significant impact on an individual when they start a YouTube channel over it, man. That chapter right there is beautiful. Like I said before, I have to think about it because there's another chapter that I have hold really, really high for different reasons, but it's definitely in my top 2 as well. It's 499 is so beautiful. It has the emotion, has the hype. It's coming off of the high of 498, which is another great chapter where you get the 3 generals of Shin coming up in like somewhere. But regardless, 499, phenomenal chapter, definitely worthy of that spot. And then number 1, with 30 votes, is chapter 172, the legendary Oki's Death chapter. And it's incredible to me how this chapter has stood the test of time, that a chapter with so many incredible, or a series with so many incredible chapters, still has a chapter from that early on so very high in Oki's death. And every single time I look back in my favorite deaths and my favorite death scenes in manga, Oki's death is definitely up there for me. This arc in general was phenomenal, but this chapter from like 170 to 172, or that stretch that I reacted to, 168, 172, my first ever reactions to Kingdom, of course they have a special place in my heart, but 172 coming in voted number 1 from all of you is Slipping Oki's death, man. You know what I mean? It is the single most impactful moment for Shin that led him forward into the course of life and his character, and how his character would continue to move and develop over the course of the series. We always shift back and look back at this moment at its most key and pivotal moments, looking back for 499 to 598. You know, we always shift back to Oki, and especially in this arc, seeing Shin's growth, going back to that arc with the significance of the burden of a general and how the weight of a general, and all that stuff, the view that a general sees, even though I believe that was a couple chapters earlier, 170 I think that was, but still, man, 172, one of the best chapters in the series for sure, definitely in my top 10 without question. And it's Oki's death. It's Flipping Oki's death, man, and it is well deserved for the number 1 spot. But that is your voted top 5 from the poll results in the past couple days, or from 2 days ago. So once again, number 5, 330 and 350. Number 4, 325. Number 3, 263. Number 2, 499. And number 1, 172. Now, please let me know in the comments section if you would like to see a video of my own personal top 10. I would most certainly like to do it. Hell, I'll probably do it live. Probably do it live, man, just for the hell of it. But let me know if you would like to see it, and we could definitely work on that, because I've been working on it, man. Just going back and rereading the series and looking back on certain things thanks to this poll. I was like, man, I want to do that, my own list on that soon. But so if you want to see that and you're interested, let me know. We'll definitely go in like somewhere for that. But without further ado, let's get right into chapter 600 right after I get this thing up, because, man, my laptop's been tripping. Come on, coach. Bring it up. Yo, shout out to Kingdom, by the way, man. I've been seeing Kingdom's sales lately. Kingdom's been killing it, man. And I can't wait for the live-action movie to come over here so I can support it. I can actually support something Kingdom-related. Whenever it comes over here to, hopefully, they show it next to where I live. That would be freaking awesome. But anyways, chapter 600. Come on. Wait a minute, where is it? Oh, give me one sec. I came unprepared, man. Unprepared. Here it is. Sense scans. Alright, chapter 600, the 14th night. 14. Ooh. Yo, look at the. Oh, I gotta make this full screen. Look at this. That is the thumbnail 110%. Showing all of the marvelous characters that we've gotten in this series thus far, man. Wow. You just take a look around, and for me, I look and I see what makes Kingdom so special, which is its characters, man. Truly. I mean, its strategy is amazing. Its battle sequences are incredible. The way that it raises tension and creates some incredible moments and some high-intensity situations. But to me, what sets this series apart is how well established, how well directed, and how well put together and well developed are its characters. Very likable cast, man. Wow. That's awesome. That is freaking awesome. So we start off exactly where we left off, with heads flying, dudes are getting pwned, Hoken is catching hard dubs, man. Flipping Hoken, bro. Riboku's trap card, Riboku's Slifer the Sky Dragon, coming up in like Swimmer. What just happened? What is happening right now? And just like in the past, Hoken in the dead of night goes in like a tank and just starts going in like Swimmer, bro. I mean, there is a massacre happening at Moten's camp, bro. A true massacre. Ten-sama. Moten-sama. You see tears coming down his eyes, bro. Oh, man, dude. And we're looking at a flashback. Look at my man, Mobu! The epitome of hype, bro. So good to see him. Mobu-sama, congratulations. It's a boy. Look at him. He's so cute, too. You look after him. Huh? What? Look at him. Yo, Mobu, man. Flipping Mobu. Mobu versus Conmay, man. Those were some chapters, though. Woo! Greatness. Gramps, Crab. Strongest man in China, dog. But anyways, Krabby Crab. Hey, dang, man, they're putting a whole bunch of crabs over. Yeah, damn, bro. Yo, that's mild. Yo, if somebody ever did that to me, I'd have to swing hands, man. We gotta throw hands, bro. So if I wake up and there's a whole bunch of crabs all over me, man, you gotta throw hands, dog. You gotta throw hands. Next is snakes. Yo, Moten was sick in the head. Snake. No snakes, Moten-sama. Moten-sama about the Thai family's eldest daughter. Sorry, could you go apologize for me? Me? Oh, sorry, Gramps. Yo, my man Moten was... Dang it, man. Thanks for always watching out for me, Gramps. When I get kids, you'll be the first one to carry them in your arms. I love you, Gramps. Oh, man, we know that's not gonna happen, of course, now, bro. Dang. No, not yet. Someone's going to come back when he notices. I have to drive this man away before that happens. He's trying, bro. He's trying to get up. He's trying to reach him. He's trying to reach this monster, this beast. My God, man. Hoken, bro. And he manages to stab him. It looks like he barely stabs him. Look, he gets him like right in the bottom left thigh. If he even gets that. No, he actually did stab him. He managed to wound Hoken? Be gone, you Bushin, or whatever nonsense. Look at the veins in Hoken's eyes. Hoken goes right back. And it looks like he just cuts him clean down the middle. Moten-sama, being able to meet you brought Gramps so much joy in this life. Thank you. Adjutant! Oh, man, and Moten's feeling it from all the way down there, bro. At this point, to be honest with you, as much as I want him to come back, I mean, what is Moten going to do? Realistically. What is Moten going to be able to do against the Bushin? Something the matter? No, it's nothing. Let's continue. Yo, man, you see him. He looks like he has chills. No, I'm going to head back to HQ and have a look. Oh, God, man, this is going to be bad, bro. What did you say? Hoken-sama has come here? Are you sure? Yes, sir. Our reports say he suddenly appeared at the Chin Left Wing's HQ, wiped out a small garrison there, and vanished again. The Chin Left Wing attacked by one man, one of three greats? Aye, that's the sort of man he is, you didn't know? Nonetheless, for a member of the three great heavens to show up at this crucial time is a huge boon. But didn't they say he disappeared again? Does that mean he's gone back to the mountains? The mountains? That he will not do. Riboku-sama, did you call him here, sir? Great General Hoken of the Three Great Heavens? Much less summoning him. I wouldn't even see summoning him. I'm telling you, he's a flipping Yu-Gi-Oh card, bro. Y'all think I'd be playing? Whenever I say this stuff, man, you probably think I'm just saying it just for the sake of saying it. I'm not joking. When we get down to the simple facts, Riboku summons this man, bro. I mean, he sacrifices whoever. You saw all those bodies that were sacrificed earlier on this arc from the Zao? I mean, it's no coincidence that Shin just finished slaying somebody, and the following chapter, Hoken comes in. That was all planned by Riboku. Riboku had a sacrifice in mind in order to summon the Blue Eyes White Dragon. It's just the way that it works. It's the way Yu-Gi-Oh works, man. Riboku and Osen, all they're doing is playing Yu-Gi-Oh. That's all they're doing, dog. It's playing Yu-Gi-Oh. Here we go. Hoken has come of his own accord. Yeah, man. So he used Monster Reborn on himself. According to him. But we know how Riboku is. Riboku always has something up his sleeve. I don't buy that one bit, man. Nah, but on a serious note, this man Hoken probably did come of his own accord for sure, which is gonna be very interesting. He seeks closure, and we hear his yell, bro. The wide eyes. Yo, this man Hoken's disgusting, bro. Like, I seriously, I need a Kingdom video game so I can use somebody like Hoken. It would appear that all the pieces have been assembled, Kane. Zao left wing. Did Gaudio say anything in his final moments? No, nothing. I heard him say something very faintly. With his dying breath, he said to Shin of the Hishin unit, something like the rest is up to Gyoun. Oh man, yo. Gyoun's motivation, Gyoun, the burden on his back is gonna be amplified like 3,000% thanks to that, bro. I mean, that's like saying I love you 3,000 to flipping Gyoun, bro. I see, I shall be taken to the field tomorrow. With that arm, sir? That's far too dangerous, Gyoun-sama. Shin Red Wing Hishin unit. We see Bihei. We're under attack. Wait, what? Shin? What the hell are you doing here? You meant to be sleeping. Well, you know, tomorrow's the big showdown and all. Figured I'd come down here and eat dinner with you guys, at least minus the dinner. Minus the dinner. Yeah, we'll just have a conversation. If you wanted to do that, we could have come to your tent, you moron. Tent's too small to fit you all. Here, Shin. Horse meat? What happened? Did you end up butchering Gato's horse? And you quit with those kind of jokes. I'm gonna slug you in the face. No, Sunri's horse died just earlier. That's so. Which is why we let him have a bigger portion than others. Come to think of it, it's pretty rare to see you around here, Ten. We've already decided our plan for tomorrow. And besides, I was thinking maybe for tonight I should hang out with everyone for once. The time's finally come. We went through hell to get here. Yeah. And it really does feel like the final night, bro. It really, really does feel like the final night, man. We've also received the first ever message from General Osen that had something to do with strategy. From Osen? The moment day breaks, he wants us to bypass the Zao left wing and hit Riboku's center army directly from the side. We're going to expect the Osen center army to launch their own attack at the same time. Right then. Everything's been for this moment, boys. Hooah! Man, dude, with them singing like that, I can't help but think there's going to be another death, bro, alongside Shosa. What the hell is that? Ohan? Yokoho HQ. Oh, I thought Ohan showed up at the Hishin unit HQ. Gyokuho HQ, and then we see Ohan-sama. Is that the end of the chapter? Come on! I just feel like I just started reading. Yo, man, this volume's gonna be godly. I'm looking over here at the volume summary thing, and it says volume 55. It's gonna cover from 592, and it's still gonna keep going, because let me see. 554 covers 581 to 581 to 591. Man, volume 55 is gonna cover from 592 to what? 602? Yo, 55 is gonna have to get copped, man. But the thing is, I don't like having volumes like that. Like I want to be able to. That's why I want Kingdom to really have a true release over here, because I want to support the series. Trust me. Like I said in that one Viz video with Kingdom, I would love for Kingdom to be over here, because there are so. I mean, I would own the entire series, of course, but if I could only have key volumes, there are certain key volumes that I would just need to have, like the entirety of the Battle of Sai, certain chapters from the first volume, of course, has to get copped. The chapters with Oki's death, but not only that, some stuff earlier on from from the 140s to the 170s would have to get copped in volume format. from like 212 to like 240 something. No, honestly, from like 212 to like 365. Would have to get cops in volume form. But even I'd have to continue even further to Seikyo's death stuff. The Seikyo Rebellion, I would most certainly need that stuff as well in volume form. But there's just so much great content in this series that I would love to have in volume form. But regardless, we need it. We need that damn release, man. Like, come on, bro. Kingdoms and Young Jump. Do you know how good Young Jump sells over here? Like, man, Young Jump has delivered so many amazing bangers, and it's like, why don't they trust in Kingdom? Is it due to because it doesn't have a good anime? I don't know, man. We need it, son. Like, even without an anime, it's doing bangers in Japan. I understand we're not Japan, but who doesn't love? Listen, bro. The only reason why Kingdom's not more popular over here is because it doesn't have a great anime. Kingdom was done by like the same studio that does Attack on Titan, like Wit Studio. Kingdom would be top of the charts. You kidding me, bro? You know how godly Kingdom is? You know how many hype beasts there are in this world alongside myself? Bro, listen, man. I don't care if you're male, female. I don't give a damn. You could be whatever you are, wherever you are, however you are. And by damn, if you read Kingdom, it's greatness, baby. It's greatness. Who's not going to like themselves in Kingdom? It has everything you would want to like. But anyways, that's my rant for the day. Viz can see me enhanced when I'm bringing Kingdom over here. But anyways, chapter 600. A very solid chapter. Hoken started off going up in like Somar. I feel sorry for Moten, man. Moten's gonna come back to seeing so many of his people slayed. Now he's actually heading back towards that very thing. But now Hoken of course, is exited after slaughtering them all. So that's gonna suck, and that's definitely gonna be a huge detriment in our plans. However, I also saw some of your comments last week in saying that Hoken, there's no way that Hoken or that Osen has not thought of Hoken possibly showing up the final day. So Osen has going to have a plan for it, and we already see him strategizing and finally speaking to Ten about some sort of strategy here. So they're definitely expecting Hoken to show up here. But we'll see what takes place in the series from here, man. Good flipping Flagnards. And then Ohun-sama, Ohun-sama, what am I, one of his people? Ohun. Ohun showing up there at the end was also very interesting, so we'll see what happens there. Looks like he's ready to go. 2. Man, dude. 600 chapters of greatness, man. But anyways, I will see all of you next time. Have an awesome day. Kingdom greatness. I apologize. I really wanted to do something even grander, but because of the current, I'm still not feeling very, very well. So I apologize for that if I sounded really weird in this video and whatnot, because I'm not all there up here, man. But then again, I'm not all there up there regardless, but even less today. But yeah, man, just let me know once again if you would like to see a top 5 favorite Kingdom chapters video, just like a personal top 5. I would love to do that as well, to talk about the greatness of certain chapters in the series and whatnot. But yeah, man, hope everybody has an awesome day. Take care. Kingdom greatness. 600 chapters of greatness. Thank you very much, Hara, for continuing to give us this awesome sauce. And I will see all of y'all next time, man. I'm going to go back to laying down. I hope everybody has an awesome sauce of a day. Take care. Kingdom greatness. Stay blessed, yo. Shout out to this man, Hoken, bro, because he needs sacrifices in order to be summoned, man. And that's a shoot. That is a shoot.